Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's story is called A King's Painting. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom. The king there only had one leg and one eye, but he was very intelligent and kind. Everyone in his kingdom lived a very happy and a healthy life because of their king. One day, the king was walking through his palace hallway and saw the portraits of his ancestors. He thought that one day his children will walk in the same hallway and remember all the ancestors through these portraits. But the king did not have his portrait painted. Due to his physical disabilities, he wasn't sure how his painting would turn out. So he invited many famous painters from his and other kingdoms to the court. The king then announced that he wants a beautiful portrait of himself to be placed in the palace. Any painter who can carry out this should come forward. He will be rewarded based on how the painting turns up. All the painters began to think that the king only has one leg and one eye. How can his picture be made very beautiful? This is not possible. And if the picture does not turn out to look beautiful, then the king will get angry and punish them. So one by one, all started to making excuses and politely declined to make a painting of the king. But suddenly, one painter raised his hand and said, "I will make a very beautiful portrait of you, which you will surely like." The king became happy hearing that, and other painters got curious. The king gave him permission and the painter started drawing his portrait. He then filled the drawing with paints. Finally, after taking a long time, the painter said, "The portrait is ready." All of the other painters were curious and nervous, thinking, how can the painter make the king's portrait beautiful? Because the king is physically disabled. What if the king didn't like the painting and gets angry? But when the painter presented the portrait, everyone in the court, including the king, left stunned. The painter made a portrait in which the king was sitting on a horse, on the one-leg side, holding the bow and aiming the arrow with his one eye closed. The king was very pleased to see that the painter has made a beautiful portrait by cleverly hiding the king's disabilities. The king gave him a great reward. Moral of the story is, we should always think positive of others and ignore their deficiencies. We should learn to focus on the good things instead of trying to hide weaknesses. If we think and approach positively, even in the negative situation, then we will be able to solve our problems more efficiently. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Peace.